NFL on EA Sports.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly is going to have the honor of getting us started. And away we go from East Rutherford. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Looking for a throw here. It locates Adonai Mitchell. And as this play winds up out of bounds, let's see what that flag is all about. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. So now a much tougher task here as they come up on 2nd and 20.
Let's go.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he found some running room for a nice gain. They get 7 on the run, but still 3rd and 13 to go.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. Headed right through the middle of the field. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. From the red zone now. Completed over the middle. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. The 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
And they needed more than one defender there. Powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Fry. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Bills finish up an excellent opening series. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Brees Hall on the ground for the first time. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Cole Bishop. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go, here we go.
They go right back to Hall. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Let's go now. 18, Pioneer. Check go.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Trying for the deep ball. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Bills will take over possession. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 24. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. Unable to find Adonai Mitchell with that one. And that takes them to 3rd down.
You know, that is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
To the air, 3rd and long. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
You ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be Jets football.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the ready.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Ready. Bronco 80. Hut, hut.
They'll start this one out with Hall. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Here's 2nd and 2. Flushed out of the pocket. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Bronco 18. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 Lion. 19 Titan, 19 Titan. Ready, ready.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Bills get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Such a huge point of emphasis for so many defenses, clogging up the middle of the field. They saw that receiver enter the middle and did a terrific job of baiting the quarterback into the throw, and an even better job of forcing the interception.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Finds Kincaid. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. That was Jermaine Johnson there to make the play. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
At the 46-yard line.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. That was Sauce Gardner dropping him there. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Another carry for him. Decent gain here, but short of the first. 7 yards on the run. That's going to make this 4th down call a whole lot more interesting.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that will add to their score.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Go!
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. L'Jarius Sneed there for the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
18 rattle. Go!
From the 33 on 2nd down. Brought in by Turner. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
70 Timberwolves.
3rd down give to Hall. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a gain of 4 there. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. So we're through one quarter. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Jets football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Hall there to haul it in. And they had that one contained right at the line. That's Gregory Rousseau who cleaned up that play.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10 now. It's complete to Turner. It's a pickup of 26. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
Let's go now.
Travis setting up to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. This one goes for 3 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Set.
They send the tight end in motion. He's on the move. Oh, he loses the football. And this is scooped up by the Bills. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. And after losing a hold of that one, he's still shaken up on the play. So we'll see team personnel out there to tend to him. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. He puts some air under a deep throw. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner with the INT. The moment you see them look to pass from this close to their own goal line, Brock, it is that defense's goal to hurry him and force a mistake just like that.
Yeah, those guys, they're so sneaky on the back end, Kate. They know the clock is being sped up. They know that the quarterback can feel those footsteps and thinking about a safety, and those defenders just wait for that rush throw, and then they step in, they deliver, and they take the ball away.
And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion.
Unlock line, unlock line. Roll, 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 go.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Here we go, set. 70 Lions.
Here's Hall once more. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Go. Panther 11, Panther 11.
First throw for the backup now. Bails out of the pocket. And he will score. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets parlay the interception into points. All right, partner, what do you think? So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Jets cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Back to the well again. Up to the races, middle of the field. Dodges the tackle, and he's in. Touchdown. The Bills make it a 9-point advantage. Extra point attempt coming up. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19.
They start the drive with Hall. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Kaiir Elam getting there for the stop. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Second and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Let's go now. Check go.
A give left side for Hall. And he'll get it up to the 44. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. We've hit the 2-minute warning. The Jets trying to make some noise before halftime. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Coming right is Hall. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
The give on 2nd to Hall. He breaks the tackle, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Play action on 1st down. Rolling out to his left. And this one doesn't go far. The Jets take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Throwing from the gun here. He's on the move. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Timeout taken by New York. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Trap 60, trap 60.
From the 26 on 2nd down. Escapes the pocket. And this one does not go far. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This one from 42 yards out. Up and good from Joseph. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60. Check go.
Handoff running left. Here's Hall. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Last thing, 19. Ready?
They're throwing it. He rolls to his right. That one gonna go against the D. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
Here we go.
To throw it on 1st down. Able to hit Hall, complete. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
Buffalo 18, go.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Maverick, 60 Maverick. 19 Lion. Go.
Back to throw. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Tight. 19 tight. 19 tight. Dragon 60. Ready?
They'll throw it. Chased out to his right. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
From the gun, it's Hall. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You know, Kate, there was a time when you and I were growing up watching football where a 50-yard kick was impressive. But these kickers of today, they just keep pushing that boundary and showing off incredible leg strength.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Lone back gets the handoff. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Gets this to Kincaid. And he takes this out after crossing the 45. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down. Right up the gut. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Second and 4. Finds him on the crossing route. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills push their lead further to start the half. Setting up to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills drive their lead to 11. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Ready. 70 range. 70 range. Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
On the move, headed right. Finds a man right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From midfield now. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Now on 2nd and 10. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Bills are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
That is just a big-time individual effort, Kate, defensively. First, he takes the ball away, and then he's looking for points, right? He turns from defense to offense, and one more move, and he might have broken it to the house.
Locates Adonai Mitchell. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backward.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Jets get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Huh.
Pass play coming here. Complete out to the right side. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the 1st.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
This has been a trend, yet another interception. And the Bills take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game.
And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
You know, Kate, that's one of those instances where you try to walk that tightrope on the sidelines. Problem is, on a throw that far down the field, that is so hard to do, so difficult. I love the effort, just couldn't quite find the execution.
Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Back-to-back carries here. Escapes a defender. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
They give it to him again. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Ready? 60 by 6, 60 by 6. Ready?
Changing things up, they're going to throw now. He finds Kincaid. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Nate Hobbs in on that stop.
You know, Kay, that is the epitome of trust right there. Right, when the ball is let out of his hands, I think everybody on the sidelines in the stadium went, because you throw it in double coverage. And you may question the decision, but it's tough to challenge it when it produces results like that.
They'll run it here on 3rd down. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
Motioning one of the tight ends. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. That one right down the middle. And the Bills push their lead to 18. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 79 Broncos. Warriors 70. And up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
That one complete to Turner. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Back to throw now, 3rd down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Shut up. Come 19. Come 19. Check go.
They're going for this. That's caught beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive we all thought had stalled out is going to carry on.
19. Behind him. Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Paul there to haul it in. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Three-quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter play.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Seven Pirate. Let's go now. Go.
From the 41. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. L'Jarius Sneed with the INT. And the Bills are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their fourth interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. One interception, it sticks with you all week long, but throwing four, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
And he's brought down after a short gain. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the 31. Finds Kincaid. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Back now, pressure on its way. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face 2nd down. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
Okay, ready? Let's go. Viking 18.
Setting up a throw. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. The Bills with a punt team out there. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline. This one's headed for the sideline and out. We'll get the mark. They say it's at the 9 where it crossed. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Finds his target hole. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks. You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball, it's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely throwing it away.
Third and long for him here. It's complete to Turner. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Trap 60, trap 60. Check go.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. That's a clutch 7-yard pickup, and it pays off the call to go for it on 4th down. Offense set for a 1st and 10.
Set it.
Back to throw. Vacates quickly left side. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
2nd and 10 now. Buying some time left. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look.
Come on, set. Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick. 19 Lion. 19 tight. Hut.
They are throwing it again. Throwing the out route complete. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
It is caught left side. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They get 13 on the pickup. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Track 60.
They'll throw it again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
70 Rangers, 7. Let's go. 18 Rattler.
He'll look to throw. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Hawk 70. Ready. Take go.
They'll try and throw it here. He's going deep this time. And they won't do it. That ball's incomplete on 4th down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Another carry for him. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Moving in the right direction that time, but only 2 yards picked up, so it's 3rd and 9. Throwing from the gun here. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Sauce Gardner with the INT. And the Jets take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie, right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
To throw it on 1st down. Caught for big yards on the right side. Into the red zone. Touchdown, New York! The Jets parlay the interception into points. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers. Sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
He's throwing for it! And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete.
That is tremendous defense. First and foremost, you got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, boy, that is a huge win for the defense.
And the Bills are able to secure this kick. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks them though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Give now to the running back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Now give left side. And he's brought down for a loss. Just a couple seconds before the 2-minute warning, the defense calls a timeout.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Looking to throw on 3rd. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Jets have some new life in the 4th. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Warriors 70. 65 cats. 65 cats. Check go.
They'll come out throwing. Throw left side, complete. And he's up across the 20 before going out of bounds. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Chased out to his right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Go. Come 19. Come 19. Go.
Now to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Kaiir Elam makes the play. And the Bills get it off his 50th career INT. The team total is now up to 5, Brock. 5 times they've picked this offense off.
Say it a 3rd time for me, Kate, would you? Twist the knife for all the fans of this offense watching at home.
5 interceptions in one game. You just got to marvel at how well they played in coverage from start to finish.
Yeah, this goes beyond marveling. This goes to best-case scenario in their game plan. This is one of those special games where absolutely everything is clicking. These defenders, it's like they're seeing the entire field in perfect 20/20 vision.
Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
Here we go. Set.
Hand off to the back. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Plowing up the middle. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. He's going to throw this one. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
So the Bills